These figures are a matter of deep concern. It's another month and it's more bad news on jobs. We've now got the highest unemployment for 17 years and we've got the highest youth unemployment since records began. So it's hard to see where the good news is in these figures.
You talk about youth unemployment. The point was made that we're also looking at full-time students who are also looking for work. Does that skew the figures somewhat?
It does a little bit, but the point is that there are 30,000 more young people now unemployed. So 15 months after the recession ended, we've got unemployment still going up and we've got youth unemployment going up. Now, the real worry for young people is that they now face a summer of struggle because in a couple of weeks' time, the government has decided to close down the Future Jobs Fund, which was creating over 100,000 opportunities to work and study for our young people. So our message to the government today is very clear. This unemployment bill is costing us a fortune. We have got a big raid on family budgets, which starts in April with cuts to child tax credit. Half of those cuts are to pay for the cost of higher unemployment. So we do need a different plan for growth. We need a plan for jobs. We need a sensible tax on bankers' bonuses to help get over 100,000 young people back to work. The government has got to act to bring unemployment down.
The government is launching its flagship New Work programme. That starts in the summer. There's been a drop in the number of people on benefits and a rise in the number of full-time private sector jobs. Also, the number of people out of work in Scotland has fallen. There is some good news out there.
But what's clear from this morning's figures is that the private sector is just not creating jobs fast enough to absorb the public sector job cuts which are on the way. So the number of vacancies in today's figures went up by about 8,000, but there were 40,000 or so public sector job cuts in the figures. And we know that the worst is still to come. We know that there's been about 140,000 redundancies already announced in the public sector. So it doesn't look like the private sector is creating enough jobs to absorb what we know is coming down the tracks. And that's why the government has got to change course on the economy.